The battery originally had two 6-inch guns mounted, although one gun position seems to have been totally destroyed, and a house standing in the area where you would expect it to have been. One position does, however, survive reasonably intact. As we made our way up the steep cliff, the first building we come across was the 2-storey Battery Observation Post, or BOP. Unfortunately, we could not gain access into this building and could only see into the ground floor, as the stairs to the upper level have been removed for safety reasons. The Second World War Battery Observation Post to Toot Rock Battery, located on the cliff edge at Toot Hill, east of Cliff End, was an observation post constructed in 1940 to 1941 and built of brick and concrete. This observation post seems to have been reused as a Coast Guard station after the Second World War. A battery observation post is a fire control centre for a gun battery. The term is usually synonymous with emergency coast defence batteries. A BOP might be purpose-built or be established in an existing building, such as a Martello Tower. The BOP usually housed a rangefinder as well as a Derma-esque fire control computer. About 20 metres east, we came across an emergency exit hatch with a vertical ladder downwards into the dark gloom of a passageway that led into one of the gun positions. At the bottom of the ladder, we found ourselves in a passage with 2 storerooms on the left, with the main gun position in front of us. Reaching the end of the passage, we found a door on the right that led out onto the overgrown gun floor, and also a further passage to the left leading through the magazine. Walking down the passage, we wandered into the magazine area, which was divided into 5 sections by partition walls. Walking along the magazine passage, we then wandered out onto the gun floor through the second door again, and overhead the roof has long since been removed. Moving back into the rear of the emplacement, we came across the war shelter, which was the room in which the gun crew were billeted when off duty. A war shelter was a protective shelter in which a coast artillery gun crew are stationed ready for the call to action, hence its close proximity to the gun emplacement. The site of the Second World War Pett Level Coastal Battery was an emergency battery built as part of Eastern Command's coastal defences. The battery was constructed in 1940 to 1941 and mounted two 6-inch breech-loading guns. It was armed until at least May 1945. It was manned by 374 Battery of 551 Coast Regiment. The site comprises two gun emplacements with associated spoil heaps, a Bofors gun or searchlight emplacement, 3 Nissen huts, a probable ammunition dump and a spigot mortar emplacement. The site is partially surrounded by barbed wire obstruction